I'm delighted to introduce the Grout Shield restoration system. This really is a massive step up from the normal grout pens that you can buy just for colouring in grout lines when they're a bit shoddy, got some mildew on them or whatever. It is a huge step up. So before I explain how the Grout Shield system works, let's have a look at the colours. We've got a white, an off-white, a beige and then a grey. So we're pretty much covered for normal bathroom colours, and we're going to do this wall immediately to my left. So the first thing that we'll do is have a little close-up, a look at the close-up of that wall before we've started, and then I'll explain what we're going to do using the different components of the Grout Shield restoration system. The first thing that we're going to do is use the Grout Shield pre-cleaner. Now this comes in a handy trigger spray bottle. There's plenty in here for a complete bathroom. The whole set will do. If you've got little 100mm square tiles, you can cover, this whole system will cover 15 square meters. So that's more than enough for a normal tiled bathroom. And of course, the bigger the tiles, the more coverage you get because there are less grout lines. So the pre-cleaner is a trigger spray. It's sprayed onto the joints of the tiles, and then that is scrubbed in using a nail brush. The nail brush doesn't come with the system. You'll have to buy a little nail brush. That's scrubbed in, and you'll find that will remove most of the surplus mildew, of the stains or whatever it is. It probably won't get rid of it all, but it will open the pores to allow the colour seal to go into the pores and do that grout line. So that's the pre-cleaner, and that will clean the tiles pretty thoroughly. You'll then see me wiping the surplus of the pre-cleaner off with a normal cloth. That doesn't come either, so you'll need the nail brush and the cloth. Wipe the surplus cleaner off. Then you will see me applying the actual colour seal itself. In this case it's a white colour seal, and this needs to be applied a couple of grout lines at a time. It dries quite quickly, so don't try and cover too much. If you do try and cover too much, you could well end up, your first time that you try, you could end up with this effect. Well, that's not too pretty, is it? But however, as you move onto your tiles, you'll get better and better with this. Just get a little bit onto the grout lines at a time, do a couple of grout lines, and then when you've done those grout lines with the colour seal, we'll move on to the small brush that comes with the kit, and we're going to move that vertically up the vertical lines, grout lines, and then across the horizontal lines, just to make sure that colour seal goes into the grout pores. When we've done that, we're going to wipe our finger carefully over the joints to make sure that Grout Shield, the colour seal, is evenly distributed in those grout lines. When we've done that, we're going to fold the cloth carefully. All of this is in the instructions that come with this grout restoration system. If our grout lines are quite deep, we're going to fold the cloth, we're going to get it wet. So fill a basin or a bowl or something with some warm water. Rinse it out so it's damp, and then we're going to wipe that gently diagonally over the tiles to remove the surplus grout from the tiles. If we've got shallow grout lines, we're going to use the red scraper that comes with the system, and we're going to scrape that off the surface of the tiles. We're only going to do a couple of lines at a time so that this colour seal doesn't get the opportunity to dry. That makes it a lot easier to clean it off. If you're starting a wall and there's some grout protruding out of the grout lines, if it's beyond the surface of the tiles, then get a little scraper, screwdriver, whatever it is you can get, and carefully scrape that grout line back so that it's at least level with the surface of the tiles, preferably underneath. So that's the full system, and we will see how we've got on when you see the after shot. So we've got now about 20 minutes to wait before we can buff that up and get it all nice and shiny and finished. After we finish buffing up, we will have about a 3-hour wait before we can use the shower or the floor or whatever. So it's only 3 hours from when you finish, and you can use whatever it is you've done from new. It also gives me the opportunity to tell you about the colour seal nozzle itself. it comes with a little red cap, a sealing cap. And it's a really good idea, every time you've done a couple of lines of colour seal as per the instructions, pop the cap back on, and that stops the air getting to the nozzle and drying the colour seal out in the nozzle. If that happens, it makes it quite difficult to squeeze the colour seal out. So don't let that happen, keep replacing that red cap. So we've now got time for a cup of tea before we come back and buff up. Then we will pan out with the camera and show you exactly what a fantastic job you can achieve with Grout Shield.